Hi everyone, it's Miss Booker. I just wanted to come on here and do a quick video for you to walk you through some of the Google slides so that you could turn in your work a little more easily this week. So I have created a Google account for Joseph, my son, and so I put him into my classroom. So he's already signed into Google. You'll click on the Google Classroom and then we can see the classes that he's in. So I'm going to go to my class. You'll probably only have this on this screen for you. This is our stream page. Remember, this is where you can see little messages that people have posted, or if I have any announcements, those will come up on the screen. You go to classwork to see your classwork. We're going to scroll down to week 2 because that's where we'll begin on Monday. I'm going to look at our math lesson. So when I pull up and just click on it there, I can see the instructions for this lesson for the week. Watch your videos. It tells you what pages you'll need from your packet if you're doing it on paper, but everything is added now to each lesson this week, and from now on it will be, so that if you want to go completely paperless, then you can, because everything has been put into Google Slides. Your practice work plus any test grades that you have are on your Google Slides. PDFs are going to be attached. You are not going to do anything with PDFs though unless you need to print something. You can't type on the PDF when you go onto Google Classroom. It's a whole lots of work if you want to manipulate the PDF. So that I only attach that for people that need to print something. So if you're working paperlessly, here is what you need to know is your Google Slides. This is the actual work that you'll do after you watch the videos. And so you can get to it here. I can click there and it'll pull up the pages that I need you to do for practice, or you can go to view assignment. I like view assignment because it has the video still, it has the instructions still, but then it's going to, over here, you're going to see where it says your work, your actual work. It does have the PDF there, but remember, you won't do any work to a PDF. That's only if you need to print something. So we have the 2 Google Slides documents. That's where you'll do your work. So I have my practice that I'll pull up. And so the way this is it's really just an image on a background, and what we've done so that you can put your answers is put text boxes on it. And so we've just gone in and put your text boxes in any blank. So anywhere where you have a blank where you would write your answer, you can double click and put your answer. I'm going to zoom it a little bit. I clicked a zoom and 50% to make it to where I could see it a little better. So 100 is how many ones? Clicking, you're going to click, you'll see your text box, double click, and then you can type in your box. Okay, so then we have 100 is how many tens? 10 tens, right? And then we have 100, how many hundreds is in 100? And that would be 100, right? And so all of this, the good thing about Google is it's saved for you as you work. So everything that I just did as Joseph, I can go in as Miss Booker and look onto my account and I'll already see that he's answered this. Now, once he gets done with all of these pages, we'll go back and hit send work. But we don't want to do that until we're done with everything, including the test for the week. And so, you'll go through, you can see everywhere there's a blank, there's already a text box. So I can go in, type my answers. Okay, same thing for this page. There's, text boxes everywhere. If there's ever a time when you can't find the text box, it doesn't seem like it's there, you can add the text box too. There you go. I can put a text box there and type anything that I need to right there on the page, and me as Miss Booker will be able to see your work on there whenever you put it there. So if you ever feel like you need to say something else and you need a text box to do that, you just click on the T, stands for text box, and you can actually draw that text box anywhere on that document and then type into it. There is this page that I wanted you to be aware of. If there's ever any time that I think you might have trouble answering something, I tried to put some little notes down at the bottom. So look down here, it says you can use, it should be you can use the line, draw a line tool in the top to draw lines for the second and third section. So this is the first section, we'll just type in the box, but down here you have to draw lines to match. So do you see this little line tool? If I click it, it turns it into a line. So I can say, okay, well, this is matched to there, and then I can draw my line, right? I can click it again to do my next one, right? And click it again. 874 is the same as 800 plus 70 plus 4. Same thing down here. you'll say, okay, 651, that matches that one, right? 651, where's the word? It matches that one, right? So draw your lines for that. I think everything else is just text boxes, so it should be pretty simple. So let's pretend that Joseph filled out all of this and he's done with that. You can click X. You don't have to really hit share or anything like that or save or anything. It's saving it as you go. Everything you do gets saved. So that one we're done with, right? I don't want to hit turn in yet because it's going to turn in everything when I hit turn in. I want to wait until I've done the test. So you can just, maybe you did that Monday and Tuesday. So now maybe it's Wednesday and you're ready to take the test. You reviewed the videos and you feel like you're good to go. You're ready for the test. So when I click on the test, it's going to look the same way. We're going to pull it up. We can zoom it in 50%, and anywhere where I have to work, I can click my text box. Sometimes it says show your work. I'm not expecting you to do anything fancy. If you just want to put the answer, and I know that like a lot of times when we solve problems like this, we would like line it up at school, but maybe you worked the problem on a separate sheet of paper, and so you just want to write this because it's easier to write across. In order to line it up on the page, it would be difficult, right? So maybe you work it on a separate sheet of paper and then just come in and put your answer. That's fine. Down here, we're clicking in the text boxes, right? Hundreds, tens, and ones. This page, I probably recommend you to do the paper page or to write these problems on a separate sheet of paper so that you can come in and just put your answer, right? So I think that will be the easiest thing. I did put boxes up above so you could regroup, but it's going to be hard to get that number into the hundreds place or tens place, wherever it needs to go. So I would probably work these on a separate sheet of paper, check your answers, come and click in here and type in your answers, and then you're good to go. Okay, so let's pretend that Joseph has done his complete test. He's all done. We'll click X. Remember, it saves it as we go. I've done. Now double check before you click turn in. You want to make sure that everything is completed. So, before I turn in, I need to double check. Okay, I did Google Slides practice. I did Google Slides major math test. Now I'm ready to turn that into Miss Booker, so you just click turn in, and it's going to show that you're turning in all three. Remember the PDF, you're not doing anything to that. I'm not expecting you to do anything to the PDF, but it will be attached and turned in just because I attached it to the lesson. When you click turn in, it turns it into me, and it notifies me that you have completed your assignment, and then I can go in and give you a grade for it, right? So if you did it by accident, oops, I know I did this part, but I didn't do this part, you just hit unsubmit, and everything will show back up for you to continue working. And if I ever check your work and you've only done part of it, I will send it back to you and send you a little message to say, hey, you forgot to do the test part of this, so go back and do that. I'm hoping that kind of helped clear up a little bit. It really can be easy. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible for us as we work through this together. I want you to have your lessons on here and your work on here, but then I also want you to definitely make this a little easier, a little quicker, so that you can spend your time reading your books and finding chapter books that you really love and read those, and maybe even taking an AR test or two. And then of course, if you have some time, do some iReady. So I want us to be using our time wisely. I don't want us to be spending too much time worrying about how to upload an image or worrying about how to type in a text box. So I hope that helped and kind of answered some questions, but let me know if you need anything from me. See you tomorrow morning.